John Stuart Mill, on liberty. In the thought-provoking book, On Liberty, John Stuart Mill explores the vital need to protect personal liberty in modern democratic societies. He carefully examines the limitations of democracy, the threat of social tyranny, and the inherent flaws in the historical development of liberty. Mill insists that progress is stunted when public opinion and societal customs deter rational consideration of personal liberty. Through insightful examples, he demonstrates the importance of freedom in shaping an ideal society, arguing that only when individuals are free to develop their ideas and skills can humanity witness true progress and diversity. As you delve into this compelling summary, ponder on the role of personal liberty in shaping societies that respect diversity over conformity.
The limits of democracy. Democracy, though an improvement from tyrannical rule, has its own shortcomings. The concept of democracy was supposed to prevent political powers that threaten personal liberty, but even democratically elected officials can act against the interests of their subjects. Societal and government power must also have limits to prevent social tyranny. Social tyranny occurs when the majority imposes its beliefs on religious or ideological minorities. Democracy alone cannot guarantee personal liberty, but we can avoid the dangers of social tyranny by placing necessary checks and balances. Rationality and personal liberty. Protecting personal liberty in democratic societies requires a rational perspective on the various cultural aspects affected by historical and human behavior. While rules and laws are meant to be rational, they are often influenced by the irrational likes and dislikes of society. As a result, people tend to assume that their customs are right and good. The issue of personal liberty has not been appropriately addressed from a rational perspective, which makes it difficult to determine the extent of social control. The only exception to this issue is religious tolerance, which was born out of necessity and not rational principle. Therefore, we must identify a more objective and rational principle to ensure that personal liberty is protected. The importance of personal liberty. The concept of an ideal society is based on utility and the respect of personal liberties. Only in a liberal society are people free to develop their own skills and ideas, resulting in diversity and progress for all of humanity. Without personal liberties, individuals cannot develop their mental and moral capabilities, which harms their well-being. The value of personal liberty extends beyond the individual and is essential for society as a whole. However, should there be any limits to personal freedom? These questions will be explored further in the following parts. Philosophers like John Locke have argued that ethical standards stem from natural or inborn rights, but our definition of natural varies based on cultural norms. In order to rationally discuss the powers of society and government, we must consider their benefit to the well-being of humankind. A society that respects personal liberties based on utility will flourish. Personal liberty and societal interference. As individuals, we have the right to determine what we think and do without interference from others. This liberty only ceases to exist in cases concerning children and less developed societies. Modern societies should trust individuals to determine what is best for them. Society and government must not impose beliefs and way of life on individuals. While individuals can strive to convince others to adopt their beliefs, society may not impose them through force. Balancing individual freedom and societal responsibility. Society may limit individual freedom to prevent harm. For instance, those who have previously acted violently under the influence of alcohol can face penalties if they get drunk again. However, sometimes not doing things can harm others, and individuals can be compelled to contribute their fair share towards infrastructure projects. Interference in personal freedom can also be acceptable if it prevents accidents, as people may be unaware of the danger they pose. For example, an officer may restrain someone from crossing a structurally unsound bridge, even if it means restricting their movement. The key is to strike a balance between individual freedom and societal responsibility. When does harm justify interference? The book presents a debate around whether harm from an action should justify interference from society or the government. Interference is only justified when someone harms others by violating their obligation towards someone else or society in general. Preventing harm is a complex issue as some actions could be deemed harmful but may also have social benefits. The book argues that allowing liberties can lead to social benefits. There are also discussions on the importance of abstract freedoms like the freedom of ideas. The importance of freedom of thought and speech. In today's world, many take for granted the importance of freedom of thought and speech. It is crucial because people often follow the crowd and institutions as absolute truth. However, freedom of thought is incredibly important in uncovering the truth. Suppressing others' opinions only halts progress and does more harm than good. History highlights this as popular societal beliefs have led to the suppression of ideas. Even famous philosophers like Socrates were killed because people believed their ideas to be dangerous. Contrary opinions, whether fully or partially true, add value to society, and discussion helps us arrive at a deeper truth. Newton's theories, for example, were not entirely correct, but allowing him to express himself led to many essential insights that brought scientific progress. Protecting freedom of thought and speech is critical, even if it means permitting some false opinions. The value of incorrect opinions. Incorrect opinions serve as a valuable tool in challenging society's entrenched beliefs. Without the ability to confront contrary ideas, people blindly follow the majority or established authority. The pursuit of truth requires individuals to engage with differing opinions, like those related to hot-button topics like gender equality or abortion. The constant questioning of common convictions ensures that ethical and moral beliefs do not merely become socially accepted customs. Maintaining the power of these convictions requires individuals to face opposing ideas continuously. It is essential to respect and protect freedom of thought and speech, even when the opinions expressed seem questionable or offensive.
John Stuart Mill's On Liberty reminds us that democracy alone cannot guarantee personal liberty. He emphasizes the critical role of rational thinking in shaping societies that protect personal freedom, while recognizing the importance of limits to ensure overall well-being. Mill invites readers to reflect upon historical examples and philosophical tenets that reaffirm the significance of diverse perspectives and open debate in driving societal evolution. As you wrap up this enlightening summary, ponder the delicate balance between liberty and accountability in creating a just, diverse, and flourishing society, and consider how freedom of thought and speech contribute to the continuous pursuit of truth.